Warner Brothers has two movies about clowns coming out 1 month apart from each other. And now, I gotta say, it's only one of these movies is probably gonna be exciting to me personally. YouTube! You already know what time it is. You're spending some downtime with DeMille. I hope you all are having a great Saturday today. On Thursday night, I had an opportunity to go check out It Chapter 2, and I'm gonna give you my review of this movie. But before we get into that, if you're new to this channel and if you like the content that I produce, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video, and if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I put up a new video on Downtime with DeMille. It Chapter 2 basically is about a group of kids who are now grown up 27 years later after defeating Pennywise in the small town of Derry, Maine. These adults now have moved on with their lives, but in the town of Derry 27 years later, people are starting to disappear again. And it looks like the clown Pennywise has resurfaced and they're called back to defeat this clown once and for all. And so that's basically what you need to know because I'm gonna keep this review spoiler free. Now this movie is directed by Andy Muschietti, who directed the first It, Chapter 1. It also stars James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, and Azam Mustafa. What I would say about this movie, there is a lot of things, honestly, that I personally didn't really like about the movie. I think number one, the length of the time. Man, this movie is like 2 hours and 49 minutes long. This movie, it felt like there were times where it was really dragging out. I understand what they were trying to do with certain parts of the movie, but it just felt like there were things, it didn't really feel like this movie really needed to be 2 hours and 49 minutes long. It was way too long. Another thing about this movie that I just really didn't care for, it was not scary. I went into this movie expecting to get the thrill of being scared, and I did not get it. There were times where I'm sitting in the movie like, seriously, that's how it felt at times. It wasn't scary, and that's really a big issue for me. So here's my thing. You got Warner Brothers, who is distributing two movies based on clowns that's coming out a month apart. And one of these movies is really, really long, and it just has slow moments in it. Now, my thing is, why not bring in Joaquin Phoenix's version of the Joker and at least let him add some spice to this movie in some of these slow parts. I'm just saying, a lot of you all may not agree with this. This is just how I felt about it. And this movie needed something to just spice it up in some of these really slow moments. And then to another thing that I really didn't care for, you ever just watch like a really B-rated movie, like a B-level movie that just felt kind of cheesy? This felt really, really cheesy in certain parts. I'm not gonna give it away, but I'm just saying it was really, really cheesy. Now, that being said, there was a moment that was really interesting, and all I'm gonna say about it is I will never look at fortune cookies the same way ever again. Yeah, there's a scene where fortune cookies are in this movie, and when you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna never look at another fortune cookie the same way again after seeing this movie. That was weird, but you know, hey. So I would say with this movie, you know, it started off really, really good. It started off here, and then it just took a nosedive after maybe the second act of the movie for me. Definitely just something that I was just really just disappointed in. Disappointed in not necessarily the acting performance, but just the pacing of the story, and then just how certain things transpired with the villain. It was just, I don't know, it seemed like it was a mixed bag of just stuff that was just kind of thrown together, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. Normally, I would give movies, depending on how much I liked it, if it's a real hot rating or if it's cold. And honestly, I felt like with this movie, it was just simmering. It was getting warm, but then it just didn't go much further beyond that, in my opinion. So that's just how I felt about this movie. Very disappointed in it. If you may like it, hey, if you like it, hey, that's cool. Me personally, I didn't really care for this movie, just being honest. But that is my review of It Chapter 2. And if you're gonna see this movie, or if you've already seen this movie, tell me what you think about it down in the comments below. Guys, don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at DeMille Hunt. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all have an awesome weekend. Go out and do something fun. Enjoy yourself. Remember, if you can see this video, you're blessed. And as always, what are you gonna do in your downtime? Peace. Subscribe.